I read about it, it's in Revelations chapter 1, verse 14. I read about it in Muhammad Speaks. It says,
Well, where do you think you're going, young man?
To the lawyers of tomorrow dinner.
Oh, yeah? Over my dead body?
You might be shocked to see Ralph Carter now. He looks so different from when he played Michael Evans in Good Times. It is sad that Ralph Carter no longer keeps his promise to pursue his acting dream. His seemingly boring, quiet life now is a choice that many people regret. What made Ralph Carter come to this decision? Watch until the end of the video for the answer. We all know that Ralph Carter rose to prominence as Michael Evans, the youngest son on the groundbreaking 1970s sitcom Good Times. Set in a Chicago housing project, the show explored the struggles and triumphs of a working-class African-American family. As Michael, Carter captured audiences with his spunky and opinionated personality, earning him the affectionate nickname the Militant Midget from his on-screen father, James Evans, played by John Amos. Michael was a bright and socially conscious character, often challenging the status quo with his progressive views, which added a layer of depth to the show's exploration of social and political issues. Carter's journey to stardom began much earlier, with a thriving career on Broadway. He stepped into the spotlight at just 9 years old, making his debut in the critically acclaimed musical The Me Nobody Knows. This production, based on the writings of inner-city youth, showcased Carter's natural talent and charisma, setting the stage for his future success. His early theater credits also include performances in Tough to Get Help, Dude, and Via Galactica, each of which helped him hone his craft and gain valuable experience on the stage. However, it was Carter's performance in Raisin, the musical adaptation of Lorraine Hansberry's seminal play A Raisin in the Sun, that marked a major turning point in his career. Cast as Travis Younger, the son of the protagonist Lena Younger, Carter brought an earnest and heartwarming presence to the role, capturing both the innocence and hope of the character. His portrayal earned him widespread critical acclaim, culminating in the 1973 Drama Desk Award for Most Promising Performer. The following year, Carter won the 1974 Theatre World Award, which recognizes exceptional performances on Broadway and off-Broadway, further solidifying his reputation as a rising star. Carter's extraordinary work in Raisin also garnered him a nomination for the 1974 Tony Award in the category of Best Supporting or Featured Actor in a Musical. This recognition placed him among the most celebrated performers of his time and highlighted his remarkable ability to convey complex emotions through song and acting. At a young age, Carter had already established himself as a versatile and accomplished performer, transitioning seamlessly between the worlds of theater and television. On Good Times, Carter's portrayal of Michael Evans allowed him to bring some of the social consciousness from his theater work into the living rooms of millions of viewers. Michael was more than just the youngest child. He was the family's voice of youthful idealism, often addressing issues like racial inequality, economic disparity, and education with a maturity beyond his years. His spirited debates with his father and older siblings added a unique dynamic to the show, making Michael a fan favorite and a key part of Good Times' enduring legacy. Now you'll know why insiders always say Good Times was a good start for Ralph Carter. For Good Times, television producer Norman Lear wanted to expand Florida's story beyond the confines of her role as Maude. To achieve this, he needed to cast a strong actor as her husband. John Amos, who had played Florida's husband Henry on Maude, was brought back for the new show, but his character underwent a transformation. Renamed James Evans, the character became a hard-working, no-nonsense father who was fiercely protective of his family and determined to provide for them despite the challenges they faced. Amos's commanding presence and chemistry with Roll made him the perfect fit for the role, establishing the Evans family as the emotional core of the series. As Lear developed Good Times, he sought to bring authenticity and depth to the Evans family dynamic by casting talented actors for the roles of Florida and James's children. One of the most pivotal decisions was finding the right performer to play Michael Evans, the youngest son. Lear's search led him to Raisin, the musical adaptation of Lorraine Hansberry's landmark play, A Raisin in the Sun. The production starred Ralph Carter as Travis Younger, a role that had already earned the young actor widespread acclaim, including a Drama Desk Award and a Tony Award nomination. Lear was so impressed by Carter's talent and presence on stage that he made a bold move. He bought out the remainder of Carter's Broadway contract to cast him as Michael, making him the first original character created specifically for Good Times. Michael Evans was envisioned as a precocious and socially conscious character whose outspoken views often challenged his family's more traditional outlook. Carter's performance brought a sense of energy and intelligence to the role, making Michael a memorable and integral part of the show. His character was a voice of youthful idealism, unafraid to tackle issues like racism, inequality, and social justice, which added an important layer of depth to Good Times' storylines. Following Carter's casting, Lear completed the Evans family by bringing in Bernadette Stanis and Jimmy Walker to play the older siblings Thelma and James Jr., JJ, respectively. Stanis's portrayal of Thelma combined grace and ambition, making her a positive role model for young women, while Walker's JJ became an iconic character known for his infectious humor and his signature catchphrase, "Dynamite." Together, the actors brought a dynamic chemistry to the screen, creating a believable and engaging family unit that resonated with audiences. In 1975, Ralph Carter expanded his artistic pursuits beyond acting by venturing into music and releasing an album titled Young and in Love. This project showcased his vocal talents and reflected the versatility that had already made him a household name thanks to his role as Michael Evans on Good Times. The album's title track, When You're Young and in Love, became particularly notable as Carter performed the song both in real life and through his television character. Carter's live performance of When You're Young and in Love on the iconic music and dance program Soul Train was a significant moment in his career. Soul Train was a cultural phenomenon that provided a platform for many African-American artists to reach a national audience, and Carter's appearance solidified his status as a multi-talented entertainer. His smooth vocals and youthful charm made the performance memorable, endearing him further to fans who had already admired his work on Good Times. The song's themes of youthful optimism and romantic longing resonated with audiences, particularly with his peers, who could relate to the song's message. The connection between Carter's music and his television persona extended to Good Times, where Michael Evans sang When You're Young and in Love in an episode. This blending of Carter's real-life musical endeavors with his on-screen character added an authentic and personal touch to the show, giving viewers a glimpse of Carter's talent beyond acting. The moment reinforced Michael's characterization as a young, idealistic figure, while also allowing Carter to shine as a singer in front of Good Times' vast audience. Building on the success of When You're Young and in Love, Carter released another song, Extra, Extra, Read All About It, in 1976. Like its predecessor, this track also found success on the music charts, peaking at number 1. 12. The upbeat and catchy song continued to showcase Carter's ability to connect with listeners, demonstrating his flair for delivering both meaningful and fun performances. The pairing of these two singles positioned Carter as a rising star in the music industry during the mid-1970s, cementing his reputation as a teen idol of the era. Despite his growing fame in music, Carter remained grounded and focused on his acting career. However, he didn't completely step away from music. In 1985, he returned to recording with the release of a single titled Get It Right. While this track did not achieve the same level of chart success as his earlier songs, it highlighted Carter's enduring passion for music and his desire to evolve as an artist. The song's message of striving for excellence and perseverance reflected Carter's own journey as a performer, continually exploring new ways to connect with his audience. In 2005, Ralph Carter returned to his theatrical roots, appearing in the cast of Aint Supposed To Die, A Natural Death for the Classical Theater of Harlem. This powerful and provocative musical by Melvin Van Peebles is known for its raw depiction of urban life and its exploration of systemic inequality, racism, and survival. Carter's involvement in this production marked his ongoing commitment to socially conscious storytelling, a hallmark of his career since his early days on Broadway and Good Times. His return to the stage was a testament to his enduring passion for theater and his dedication to using art as a vehicle for change and reflection. After stepping away from television, Carter shifted his focus back to the world of theater, where he had first honed his craft as a young actor. Recognized as an advocate for the performing arts, Carter took on a leadership role within the theater community, serving as a vice president of the Audience Development Committee, Odelo. Founded in 1973, Odelo is an organization devoted to celebrating the contributions of African Americans to the world of theater. Through its mission, Odelo honors outstanding achievements in Black theater and promotes the growth and visibility of African American artists and productions. Carter's role in the organization underscores his commitment to uplifting others in the industry and ensuring that African American voices continue to be celebrated and heard. Reflecting on his career, Carter has often expressed gratitude for the opportunities and experiences that have shaped his life. Speaking about Good Times, he remarked that the show would always be a part of his life. For Carter, the series represented more than just a job. It was a cultural milestone that highlighted the joys, struggles, and resilience of African American families. The show's groundbreaking nature, paired with its ability to blend humor and social commentary, left an indelible mark on both its audience and its cast. In a broader context, Carter has reflected on the unique moment in history that defined his career. He shared, "I was fortunate to be in the explosion, not only of the African American theater in the 1970s, but into that wave of consciousness and beautiful television productions that featured African American artists. I'm very grateful for the people who taught me along the way." These words speak to Carter's awareness of the significance of the era in which he rose to fame, a time when African American representation was gaining prominence across different mediums. From his Broadway roots in productions like Raisin to his starring role in Good Times, Carter was at the forefront of a cultural movement that reshaped perceptions and expanded opportunities for African American performers. Carter's gratitude extends to the mentors and colleagues who supported him throughout his journey. As a young actor, he learned from some of the most talented individuals in the industry, gaining skills and insights that would serve him well in both his acting and later advocacy work. His acknowledgement of these influences highlights his humility and appreciation for the collaborative nature of the arts. Now it's time for us to explore Ralph Carter's personal life. His life has been marked by 2 marriages and a large, loving family. His first wife, Lisa Parks, entered his life in 1982 when they met at a Christmas party. Their introduction was serendipitous, as Lisa was the sister of Carter's best friend. Their friendship blossomed into a romantic relationship, and after dating for several years, the couple married in February 1987. During their 5-year marriage, they had 2 sons, Michael and James. Michael was born on March 10, 1988, and James followed on September 8, 1989. Despite the joys of parenthood, Carter and Parks ultimately decided to part ways, finalizing their divorce in 1992. A few years after his first marriage ended, Carter found love again when he met River York. Their connection was immediate and deep, leading to an engagement on December 2, 1994. Just a few weeks later, on December 20th, 1994, they tied the knot in an intimate ceremony, marking the beginning of a new chapter in Carter's personal life. With River, Carter welcomed 3 more children into the world, creating a family that brought him immense joy and pride. Their first child, a son named Phoenix, was born on September 5, 1995. 2 years later, they celebrated the birth of their daughter Jessica on April 23, 1997. Their youngest, Vivica, was born on July 5, 2007, 1999, completing their family of 5 children. Carter has often expressed his pride in his children and the importance of family in his life. Balancing his career in entertainment and later his advocacy work with his role as a father has been a cornerstone of his life's journey. His 5 children, Michael, James, Phoenix, Jessica, and Vivica, represent his legacy, each carrying forward a piece of his warmth, talent, and dedication. While Carter's professional achievements in television, theater, and music are well documented, his role as a father and husband showcases a different side of his life. He has navigated the complexities of marriage and parenting with resilience, forming meaningful bonds with his children and maintaining a strong family presence. The love and connection he shares with his children remain a central aspect of his identity, even as his public life has transitioned over the years. Ralph Carter currently lives a quiet and private life in New York with his wife and children. After decades in the public eye, he has chosen to retreat from the spotlight and focus on his family and personal endeavors. Unlike many celebrities, Carter has opted not to engage with social media, leaving fans to rely on past interviews, public appearances, and occasional updates to learn about his life. This absence from platforms such as Instagram and Twitter underscores his preference for privacy and a life away from the scrutiny of fame. One aspect of Carter's adult life that has persisted, however, is the ongoing speculation surrounding his sexuality. Despite his clear statements over the years that he is not gay, rumors have followed him for decades. These speculations have been so widespread that some web pages dedicated to Carter's life and career include explicit mentions of his denial of these claims. He has consistently maintained that the rumors are untrue, and his marriage to his wife, River York, and their family life stand as a testament to his personal truth. Carter's situation reflects the challenges that many public figures face when it comes to managing personal narratives in the age of the Internet. Even with his decision to live privately, the lingering rumors highlight how difficult it can be for celebrities to completely dispel falsehoods about their personal lives. Speculation about his sexuality likely stems from a combination of stereotypes, assumptions about his career as a child actor and entertainer, and the public's enduring fascination with the personal lives of those in the spotlight. Throughout his life, Carter has approached these rumors with dignity and clarity. He has chosen not to let the chatter detract from his achievements or define his identity. Instead, his focus has remained on his family, his work in the arts, and his contributions to theater advocacy through organizations like AUDELCO, Audience Development Committee. By dedicating his energy to these endeavors, rather than engaging in the tabloid cycle, Carter exemplifies a sense of groundedness and self-assurance. For his fans and admirers, Carter's decision to prioritize his private life may be frustrating, as many wish to see more of the actor who captivated audiences in the 1970s. However, it is also a reminder of the importance of respecting the boundaries that individuals, even public figures, set for themselves. Carter's legacy as Michael Evans on Good Times, his impressive Broadway career, and his contributions to African-American theater remain intact, providing a rich body of work for fans to celebrate. What do you think about Ralph Carter's life? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.